What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's about to get hot and toasty in here because Paragon's dropping their new sweat collection on September 16th. 2 p.m. EST as per usual. But for my gals who like to live life on the edge, that'll be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you. Get that early access going. So what we can expect with this new drop. First and foremost, colors, gorgeous. Well, some of them, most of them. Not all of them. There's one color I fucking hate. Okay, relax. Paragon saying this is their very first fall collection of the season. As you can see, they didn't really go for a specific theme here. They actually have quite the color range variety. They're dropping 2 of their materials. We're looking at Rec Stretch and my personal favorite, the FormLux, which to this day I still feel like is the most underrated legging. That's not just for Paragon, that's across the board. It's a very underrated legging. So when I saw that they went ham this drop on the FormLux, I was so freaking excited, you have no idea. So with that being said, today's focus is going to be the FormLux. Before we hop into trying some pieces on, let's just go ahead and take a look at everything they're dropping. So when it comes to Rec Stretch, you got that strapless Brahmi. This is a brand freaking spanking new piece. Unfortunately, I didn't get my hands on that. I had limited selects and I wanted to make sure that I got one of every single color legging so I could do that squat test. You already know how I do. We have the Perform Bra and the Pro Bra. If you guys are looking for better support, these are also in the Rec Stretch materials, so they are dropping high support bras for you. Keep that in mind. We also have the signature Rec Stretch Sculpt Seam Plus legging and shorts in the 6 inches. So nothing new with those leggings and shorts. We've seen them time and time again. But for the FormLux, which I'm really excited about, we have the Locked In Bra. This one's higher support as well. The Sculpt Seam Plus legging, the Curve Light Sculpt Bra, which I'm wearing right now. She is a freaking dime piece. And we have the Sculpt Seam Plus short. That one's 5 inches, so it's an inch shorter than the Rec Stretch material, but it's still dope AF. So if anything catches your eye and you're looking to shop the drop, do not forget my code Gaita. Saves you 10% off of all your Paragon orders. Helps out the channel more than you know. Keeps these reviews coming your way every single month. So now without further ado, let's go ahead and hop over to the fitting room. Okay guys, let's go over all of the colors that they're dropping. Starting with my personal favorite, whenever there's a freaking red shade, you already know I'm all over it. I'm ferocious with it. It honestly sets my soul on fire. Which leads me to the name of it, called Pulse. Wait, that has nothing to do with fire. What the fuck? What I'm trying to say is that this color makes my heart race. This is the color Pulse. She's a beautiful warm red. Little bitty, itty bitty undertone of orange. You know me, I really love my warm tones. I just feel like they complement my skin very well. So whenever there's a warm tone red, your girl, she's on top of it. Moving on, you heard it through the grapevine. This baby's called Grapevine. She looks like that grape commercial with that little girl.
Don't you love the color of Welch's purple grape juice? Purple things taste special. And Welch's grape juice.
It's very purple.
Welch's, that's the one. This is a Welch's grape juice grapevine color. Jaded, okay, so we pretty much took a summery aqua color and just toned it down a few notches. So meet Jaded. Nice, pretty bluish green color, deep ivy tones, perfect for the fall time. My absolute least favorite color of them all. I even forgot the name, that's how much I hate this color. Titanium, that's what you are. No shade, I'm not trying to throw shade at Paragon's color palette, but for some freaking reason, the washed out tones and we despise each other. We don't get along, we were never friends. So this is nothing new. This is the palest silvery gray you've ever seen. Now this tone is perfect for my fair tone girlies, my blondies, pretty much completely opposite of me. You guys can rock it. You guys will rock it, I know you will, but I won't be. And as you may have guessed, this is definitely the sheerest tone out of them all, so keep that in mind. We'll get into squat proof in a second. This baby's called Blueprint. She's like a periwinkle color, deep, darker periwinkle. It's very dreamy. It's a very, very beautiful color. This is runner-up to the Pulse. Has a slight little taste of lavender, has the right amount of vibrancy to catch your eye, but not make you be thinking springtime. This is a really nice twilight color. They're introducing a twilighty fall. I am absolutely here for this. I actually love this color too. So this is, okay. I don't know what I've been drinking in my tea lately, But me and deep, dark, rich grays have been so into each other. So this color is called Carbon. Little fun fact, I'm seeing this in a lot of brands, okay? A lot of new releases coming out. Their fall tone of the season, it's this dark, deeper gray. Now this is a little more on the cool tone gray. Now normally I'm not really into cool tones, but for some reason, I actually really like this bold color. I think it's a great alternative to wearing just straight black all the time. I think it's very, very seasonally appropriate, great for winter as well, thinking ahead. Carbon's the perfect name for this. It's very industrial. I feel like with my darker features, darker colors naturally look better. So this is why I'm excited for fall tones, because the darker colors I feel like look better on me. And Carbon, yeah, she wins my vote. I love seeing this color coming out for the season. And of course, last but not least, I actually grabbed black. I never grab black, but I wanted one of every single color since we're really talking about this Formlux material this round. Because Formlux has that slight insulating factor, I made sure I grabbed the black because I know I'm gonna be rocking this color the most, even running errands, going to Sam's Club, looking at all the Halloween decor. By the way, they just came out with some really beautiful sweaters that I picked up. 20 bucks, I'm on fire. I'm loving my life right now. Needed my essentials, especially when it's thicker material. You already know I need to load up on the black leggings. If you have the color grapevine or titanium in mind, keep in mind that it does not come in the Formlux. These are the rec stretch pieces. I know I'm focusing on Formlux, but I wanted to get one of every single color legging they had to offer. So these beautiful colors are Formlux. These two, rec stretch. Moving on, let's talk about this brand new sports bra, the Curve Light. I just love the name of it. Okay, give me some curves and be lightweight, yes please. So she's a very low support, minimal style bra. We already have enough of the high support bras dropping in this drop. So I'm really happy to see at least one really sexy minimal one in here. Which is why, as you can see, I literally loaded up. I got nothing but these tops. I knew they'd be good too. I knew it just by looking at them. I was like, oh. Few things to know about this bra. First of all, everything's in my true size small, you already know. This bra has bonded edges. You're probably like, so? It's a big freaking deal because underneath here, it's not a bulky, diggy seam. It's a flat lying bonded seam, so it's pretty seamless. It's laying across your body really gently, really flat, almost like that second skin. So there's no crazy thick, itchy seams underneath. I think that is such an important detail. And as the name suggests, there is a slight curve underneath. To be quite honest with you, it's not as dramatic as a lot of other brands. They go really hard on the actual curve. And then when you're moving around, your under boob swallows the under curve up and then it falls flat. Your boobs end up just sagging over it and it looks a little funky down there. This one's not doing that. I mean, yes, it definitely makes its way up, but because it's such a minimal look under there and it's not a heavy curve, and because of the bonded flat-lying seams, it actually looks so natural. It looks a lot more natural. It doesn't look like a mistake, like what the hell. Of course, super low support. Don't even try to do anything intense. I tried to jog in this just to show y'all. I would never do that to my poor girls again. They were bouncing all over the place. I'm not a juggler, so I'm not really trying to have my girls juggling all over the place. As you can see, the bra has really thick straps. Very, very thick. But then right at the top, there's a plastic piece that actually separates the large piece from a slightly thinner, stretchier strap. This strap, the thinner one, is adjustable. So this is an adjustable bra. However, do not get it twisted. They are not detachable at the base, so you can't swap them around or try different styles with it. It is just the signature straight back strap on both sides. You're not gonna get fancy and do any crisscrosses or anything like that, but that's okay, they have other bras for that. I'm so happy they put in these gorgeous cups, and I actually really like the cups. I know that doesn't sound like it'd be a huge deal, but it is, because when I pulled this out of the packaging, they look slightly molded. There's some dimension to them. You guys can see that unworn. It has and maintains a shape. And overall, it's an extremely comfortable bra as well. So if you're looking for a minimal, little showy bra, but maintains and holds up really well with any basic lifting, this one would definitely be it. Very true to size as well. If you're in between and you would like a little extra slack around the non-adjustable areas, I would probably size up if you're in between. Only if you're in between. So I know everybody has different bust size, different preferences in fit, but I'm giving 2 thumbs up for this new Curve Light sports bra. Really, I would like to see it come back and back again. This is the Formlux fabric as well, happy to see it. So speaking of the Formlux fabric, let's talk about the leggings. I have done a full in-depth review when they first came out with this material. Let me tell you something. When I first started wearing Paragon, the Rec Stretch and I, you could not separate us. You couldn't pull us apart. We were besties for the resties. But then Formlux came, and I wasn't really sure at first. I was like, You're different. Do I like you? Do I hate you? Do I feel nothing inside? Given a few rounds of the POPFLEX material, I gotta admit something. When I was going to the public gym, I started gravitating towards nothing but the POPFLEX. I now choose the POPFLEX over the Rec Stretch. Why, you may ask? Okay, keep in mind these are all the Sculpt Seam Plus. Just like all the Rec Stretch material that's dropping is all Sculpt Seam Plus, which is their more advanced scrunch. They're more eye-catching, a little more of a dramatic, drastic scrunch. I like the POPFLEX material nowadays as I'm getting older because it holds me in better. I'm not jiggling around as much. It smooths me out beautifully, and it has a little level of insulation. So whereas the Rec Stretch material, when feeling it, it's very, very slippery. It's cool to the touch, but it has little to no grab throughout the body of the legging. Granted, you do get a lot of nice tummy control right at the midsection. The waistband has a good grab to it. So it's nothing about the waistband. But the material itself, that cool to the touch feel, it very much accentuated my cellulite. And I didn't feel like I had a lot of grab and hold where it mattered, like on a treadmill, say. Fast forward to my POPFLEX days, and I'm loving getting my cardio in with these. I think the word sweat for this drop is very appropriate because it actually makes sense. This you can work up a sweat in, and it's just an overall thicker fabric. I know the biggest critique when it comes to Rec Stretch is like, girl, I got it in. And yeah, it's beautiful and all, my glutes look freaking insane, but I gotta say, like, I can't stand the thinness of the material. And I totally feel you on that. Rec Stretch is great for the dead of summer. I'm not wearing POPFLEX on a 90-degree day, but I am wearing it right around this time of year, okay? My leaves are changing. In terms of the touch test, it's not as slippery as the Rec Stretch. You have a little bit more grab. It's still very soft, so please don't get it twisted, but it's not that super slippery feel. You got that insulating factor, like I said. So you're gonna obviously torque up a little more heat if you're doing cardio in these, but do keep in mind if you sweat, this is much better with sweat concealment as well. You're not only gonna get a little more squat proof in the POPFLEX, being that it's a thicker fabric, Rec Stretch can be sheer in lighter colors. Speaking of which, I have a new little, what the hell do you call this? Basically, I took an envelope and I cut out a circle and I wrote squat test on it. So the point being is I shoved it in my freaking leggings and I did the squat test for you. If you can read the words as I squat down, that just means that the leggings are sheer. This is my new squat test. The easier you can read the word squat test, the sheerer the leggings. POPFLEX, no matter what shade I tried on, they were all pretty much squat proof. The POPFLEX leggings have more of a mid-rise on me. Go ahead and say that. It's not a low rise, but it's not a true high rise. They're right above my belly button. To be honest with you, the Rec Stretch leggings come pretty high. How do I know? Because towards the back of the Rec Stretch leggings, they start to roll down a little bit, where I don't get that with the POPFLEX. Granted, it's different material, but it simply doesn't come as high as the Rec Stretch leggings. These days, I prefer a mid-waisted fit over a super high rise. It's also the trends. I see them evolving into a little more subtle of a waistband. Having a lower waistband, everything kind of sits slightly lower. But that's also what's in as well. Look at Alpha Lee, for example, the pump collection. Everything's about like making your glutes look nice and wholesome. I call it a double-decker glute sandwich. I love the amount of support these leggings give, specifically around the joints. This is why I love and appreciate it so much. As I'm walking, I can feel that nice hold. My glutes aren't jiggling like they normally do. And honestly, I don't always want to be jiggling around everywhere. Even when I'm going for my walks outside. If I'm doing a couple miles, after a while, especially in very slippery, cool to the touch materials, your legs start to get itchy. I like a little more insulation and a little more grab. It just makes me feel better. Now, when directly comparing the Sculpt Seam Plus between the Rec Stretch and the POPFLEX, you can most certainly see that Sculpt Seam Plus divide your cheeks better in the Rec Stretch. That thinner material really allows that thicker Sculpt Seam Plus to sit into the glutes better. Pair that with the ultra low support that it provides, your glutes now have all the room to expand. So if you're looking for the ultimate glute aesthetic and that's all you care about, then I would say grab the Rec Stretch. You will get the most bang for your buck with the Sculpt Seam Plus in those leggings. However, if you're like, look, I don't mind a little less glute definition, I'm good. I need the support. I need thicker material. Then definitely check out the POPFLEX. POPFLEX has a little more density, a little more durability in my opinion, less stretch. Obviously, Rec Stretch has a lot more stretch, but do not get it twisted. There's no restrictions when it comes to this legging. Just because there's more grab, a little more hold and support doesn't mean it's tight, doesn't mean it's uncomfortable. I like being supported, but I also need my freedom, bitch. I need to be able to move around. This relationship has to go both ways. I need to be able to just, have my independence, but I still need you at the same time. So be there for me and support me. Yeah, babe. He's right behind the camera. I'm talking to you. I love you. But yeah, like I can move around in this. Free will. At the end of the day, they're both pretty delicate materials, all things considered. Either way you look at it. So just be careful. And what I mean by that is like, please don't be rubbing up gritty things on your leggings. This is a very, very comfortable material. Both of them are. Whenever it comes to super comfortable, soft leggings, that luxurious feel, it always comes with a price. And it's called, you can't take dirty dumbbells and all that grit and just rub them up. It's not gonna work. Even if you're a beast at the gym and you got those trophy calluses on your hand, rubbing up a heavy callus on these, they can pill. I do believe both of these leggings are about the same inseam, around 24 inches. So as you can see, the POPFLEX legging comes right at my ankle. It's very perfect. I feel like the Rec Stretch, there's some bunching at the ankle, and I think it's the material difference. I think the POPFLEX has a little more forgiveness when it comes to pulling it up and smoothing out the wrinkles. If you size up too much in the Rec Stretch, you'll get some wrinkle. That extra fabric right here. I think with the POPFLEX in between, you gotta size up. It, like I said, has more compression. So I'd rather have a little more room, but overall my true size is perfect. Okay guys, so there you have it. Those are the major differences between the Rec Stretch and the POPFLEX. Hopefully you guys have better insight between the two fabrics and fits. And now you guys have a better idea of what might work for you. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I'm really excited for this drop because I'm obsessed with the POPFLEX material. Paragon wants to go ahead and pump these babies out all season. You will not hear me complain. Comment down below if you have any questions. I love you guys so much and we will catch you in our next video.